that certainly doesn't take away from his greatness. He's a winner, a champion, and a terrific point guard.
Well, you're right. It has fueled his rise, whether it was at Kentucky, growing up in Louisville, or certainly playing with the Boston Celtics. Among some very important players, Hall of Famers like Allen and Garnett and Paul Pierce. He may have needed a little bit of that just to kind of clear the clutter and show that he could be a leader. And it's Rose missing.
Well, still a great start to the half after hitting their first three, even before that miss.
Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Well, Derrick Rose has become increasingly deadly with his floater. He developed it earlier on at the park. Rose said, when we used to play in the park, there were no fouls. So that's why I shoot the crazy shots I do. Because I knew I was going to get fouled, but I still got to make the shot. His blacktop creativity is paying off, gentlemen.
Pretty impressive, Doris. Thanks.
And Rondo has said he'd like to be a coach when his playing days are done, despite his dust-ups with former coach Doc Rivers. He says he studied his ways and learned a lot from him. Definitely a lot of respect there.
Chicago making some changes. Mirotic comes in for Mike Dunleavy, and Brooks subbed in for Rose.
Yeah, he's almost putting on a little show out there with that fadeaway jumper.
Here's Gasol. It's rebounded by Dallas. Chandler's got rebound number 8 now on the night. And Rondo had said that his knee injury has made him humbler and certainly more appreciative of the NBA and his God-given gifts and not skipping steps in his approach now to the game.
Yeah, but he did skip a flight with the Celtics last season. He stayed in L.A. to celebrate his birthday. That's not exactly how you want to go about your work. Boy, nice work inside. Tough to get that shot over a big defender like that.
No, that takes skill and creativity, Steve, particularly on the release to make sure he doesn't get a hand on it.
Here's Gasol. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
That's his second personal. Pau Gasol over the last few seasons dealing with a number of lower body injuries. Knee tendonitis, plantar fasciitis, groin, toe. I'll tell you, Kobe had suggested to him to try to really slim down to lessen the pressure on his joints.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Gibson comes in for Joakim Noah. And it's Heinrich in for Jimmy Butler. Heinrich kicks to Brooks. Blocked. 14 feet away. Ellis can't get it to go.
Unfortunately, that's been the result for him over and over, guys. He just cannot find the bottom of the basket.
Chandler dishes to Ellis. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Boy, extremely opportunistic defense leading to those points there.
That dunk, Clark, coming within seconds of the steal.
Love the way they convert from defense to offense.
But that's what happens when you get all 5 guys on a string defensively, ready to react and make a play.
17 seconds on the shot clock. 17.
And Pau never really the burly type, but for 7-footers, getting as wide as possible can really reduce the pounding on those joints.
Yeah, it does. They say every 5 pounds takes some significant wear and tear off your joints. And we've certainly seen that be effective for Tim Duncan. He's leaned up considerably, and Pau able to play both power forward and center. I think the lighter weight will serve him well.
Good work defensively by Nowitzki. Harris passes to Nowitzki for the tie, and it's Dallas with another.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, I mean, they're just getting pounded in there. The defense not offering much resistance. They've got to force the ball back out to the perimeter.
Bulls shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game. And that one falls for Heinrich. Several teams changing it up here. That one is no good.
They'll be disappointed not to have converted all of them, but he did get the big one to give them the lead.
Jefferson gets the bucket. And Clark, a great competitive game so far.
Yeah, tit for tat. I mean, back and forth, plenty of lead changes, and excellent play.
These 2 teams, guys, look so evenly matched to me. I think this could go right down to the wire.
Bulls have shot 3 of 6 at the foul
At the
line.
line for the Bulls, 2 shots.
He hits the second from the line.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
From past the arc, and he gets it to go.
For 3.
Villanueva's got 6.
The easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
And the release was before. Mavericks leading by 3. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. We've got Stoudemire. J.J. Barea is out there with Devin Harris. Then it's Jefferson. And it's Villanueva in the power forward.
Boy, I'm impressed with the determination he showed right there. Getting himself in a good position under the glass. Did his work early there.
Yeah, with the presence of mind, know just where the rebound was going to go to.
And then the nifty touch to tip it in. That was beautiful.
Chandler Parsons.
A different look for Dallas. Chandler comes in for Charlie Villanueva. And Parsons subbed in for Richard Jefferson.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Barea kicks to Parsons. Good, and it's Barea who picks up the assist. Barea's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, I'm not necessarily a big fan of him shooting that shot, but they did give him the space.
They get it back. Noah
Mavericks foul.
to Gibson. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top, but instead he'll shoot free throws. That one is on Stoudemire.
At the line for the Bulls, 2 shots.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
Well, it's been an outstanding game for them in the open court. Their fast break points really stand out.
The other thing they're doing, guys, is forcing turnovers and then creating points offensively as a result.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Al-Farouq Aminu, he's checked in for Stoudemire. Ellis comes in for Harris. Rajon Rondo subbed in for J.J. Barea.
Boy, it seems like they're having a lot of trouble at the line today, and it's just been that kind of a day.
And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Butler dishes to Rose. Back to Butler.
Boy, they came out of the locker room at halftime with a much more physical disposition than they had in the first half.
Sure helps that they've gotten extra trips to the foul line here in the second, and that has to continue if they're going to complete this comeback.
The Bulls making a switch here. Gasol's checked in. And Dallas with a change here too. Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for Al-Farouq Aminu.
Boy, his free throw shooting, just another reason he's such a good all-around player. You see the defenders get out of his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the bucket, but not that time.
Shot's good by Butler.
What a time for him to step up. A big three right there.
Rondo passes to Parsons. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. 14 points for Chandler Parsons.
He is bombing it today. How many more threes are we going to see from him?
Well, we've already seen plenty. The majority of his points have come on that shot.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap up since the start of the second half. They're starting to find the range.
Steve, the lasers are starting to do their thing. That's going to be the ticket for them the rest of the way.
That's good.
You know, it's really going to be all about hard work from this point on. And they worked hard to create that high-quality shot right there.
Yeah, and that's their goal down the stretch. Continue to find those close-range shots.
Savage, that's the way to get some momentum on your side.
Absolutely. Those dunks can really have a deflating effect on the defense.
Especially coming from a guy out of the backcourt.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Rick Carlisle was going over with his team in that last huddle. He's looking for whatever they have left in the tank. He said, I know it's been a hard-fought game, but now's not the time to leave anything in reserve. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I expect you to be going all out, full speed. Guys?
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those. Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Well, their energy is lacking, and they've got to start playing harder and battle down in the paint.
Bulls trailed by 6. Rose kicks to Dunleavy. No good on the 3.
Well, they're trying to come back here, but you've got to get a better look at the basket to get it done.
Noah dishes to Dunleavy. Here's Butler. Poked away.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
And here we go. Dunleavy heading to the hoop.
Such a huge play, guys. I mean, that's a 4-point swing possible. Tremendous steal and conversion right there.
Yeah, and the game is literally hanging in the balance. So a play like that can become an igniter, a possible game changer.
The shot by Rondo is no good.
Great close out there, forcing the errant shot.
Well, he made it a tough shot again. He didn't give up on it, and he got a hand up.
Don't usually see him shooting the 3. Now just a 1-point Maverick lead.
The D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been of the 3-point variety.
Yeah, and unless they make some rotations and closeouts defensively, there's more to come, Clark.
Rose with the ball. Picked up by Ellis. A nice shot by Gasol. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Bulls.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
The other thing they're doing, guys, is forcing turnovers and then creating points offensively as a result.
Count it! And the foul. It's on Rajon Rondo.
I love it when a player like this shakes off a poor first half and comes back strong like he has, showing a lot of confidence in his game.
Count the bucket.
Boy, Monte Ellis, what an offensive force he can be.
Chicago's gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the 4th. Rose passes to Dunleavy. Rondo again throws. 6 on the shot clock. Butler kicks to Rose. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Chandler with the steal. Nowitzki against Gasol. Takes it out to Parsons. Misses the 3. Ellis outside. The second chance effort. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. Well, they don't get much more exciting than that, Clark.
They sure don't. And when it was gut check time, this team kept their composure, kept their emotions in check, and got it done.
Well, it's time to say so long. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for